Alrighty. Okay. Oh boy. Is the mic working properly? Check. Check. Okay, yeah, that should be good. Alright. Okay. Alright. Let me go back to this. Okay, as you can see, my playtime is much larger than it was before. I believe I left off when it was like 12. I've gotten a few things, such as TH Shield, Legendary Shield, yeah, the Dragon Buster, Divine Staff, Wind and Food emblems, and yeah. Now, I also did get a lot of extra health. I now have 290. Now, what ended up happening was I went to the survival dungeon and I went about to floor 50. I did not pass floor 50, but I got to it. In there, I bought the Divine Staff, which is 70 magics. 70, which is really good for me. So I can... Okay, ugh. Freaking wind. Probably gonna hear that door rattle all the time. Because someone won't close the window. Anyway. So I got that. I went ahead and started farming around the Wyvern to get his horn. So I could buy the Dragon Buster, which is a 70 damage. Like, my base attack is 24. It adds 70 to it. It is a 70 damage Dragon Buster. On the 50th floor, if I were to beat that boss, I would have got another 70 Power Glove, which is the Star Glove, but I didn't make it that far. I could barely scratch the boss that was there. Barely scratch him. Anyway. The reason why the Void Crystal's down here is because I sold it because I thought it was useless. And then I found out what it did while I was looking up about fishing. It was just there in the comment section of that one thing. What it does is that no matter what the element of the enemy is, it will deal neutral damage, like just your plain attack. It won't augment it or decrease it at all. And the charge attack, while the charge attack is going on, the user is completely immune to all magic. And I've tested that. I'll even go do it again. Underwater City. Breathe your bubbles at me, buddy. See? You just go right the frick through them. It ignores it, which is really useful. Anyway, the TH shield is the best shield. As you can see, it gives a huge boost to defense. The legendary shield I got from the showdown. As you can see here, I was practicing the two bosses, and I forgot to take my fishing lure off, and I accidentally hit the boss with it. But that's apparently how you get the treasure chest, because it popped up for me, and the legendary shield was in there. Legendary shield is, I believe, 60. Yeah, I believe it's like 60 defense, and this is about 70, about 75. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, base defense is 13. That goes to 78, so it is 65. Okay, this is 65. That is 55. So, two of the best shields in the entire game. The Divine Staff was 100,000. I had to buy it from the store in the survival dungeon on the 40th floor. I can go back and get a second one, but I'm gonna need 200,000, and I'm gonna actually have to survive. But it does 70 all on its own, which is amazing. Dragon Buster does 70 as well. Rocket Glove I got from the sealed door. You just had to bolt, which is why I said there's no reward for cowards except sometimes. You just had to run. But So I got the rocket glove. It does 60, which is why it's only 10 less than the 70. The wind emblem is what I got on the 10th floor. All it does is make you get more wind shards, green ones. Food emblem is what I got later, going further down. It, as it says here, increases the rate of food to spawn. I didn't really get anything else. Yeah, nothing else. Now, another thing I found out is that you can combine gems. Like, if I were to take one fire, and this is why it depends, you have to really be specific about the order. If I currently have a green, if I have a green sitting in my inventory, and I pick up a red and then fire a spell, I will be firing 3 fireballs. 3. If the green is added to that circle, it multiplies. So 1 green gives me 3 fireballs. 2 greens give me 6. 3 greens give me a hell of a lot. But again, they don't home in. Same thing goes if I were to put a green after the blue. Like blue circle with a green sitting in it. I'll get 3. Now, the blues, if they're extra, like I had blue and then red. I throw the fireball with the blue in it, it'll cause status, depending on how many blues are in it. The first one gives a paralyze or slow. The second one gives poison. And the third one, I forget what it gives. But, there's that. You can only do 4 maximum. Now, the yellow ones, they allow things to bounce or pierce. If it's the blue one that's launched, it will hit the target, bounce off it, and hit the target again. Basically, it hits twice. For fireballs, and electricity, it's pierce. Now, the electricity just straight goes through everything. The red, however, will chain between enemies as long as they're close enough. Cluster bomb, obviously, if I have this before these two, I activate the cluster bomb. This will just make 2 cluster bombs. This will add paralysis to them. Now, if you add fire to any of these 3, it increases the damage. Each fire crystal will increase the size and damage of the hammer ball. It will increase the size and damage of thunderball. It will increase the size and damage of aqua splash. Now, same thing with the icicle, which is absolutely fucking amazing. Now, if I go down here where I get super armor, if I do a blue with super armor, I get extra defense, about 3 times defense. I put this, my attack gets buffed as long as that is active. And the green just increases my speed. Now, if I do heal, if I have 1 red in that circle, I get healed 80 instead of 50. If I have a green, I get healed 50, and then over time, I'll get healed an extra 3 every now and then until a total of 95 is healed. If I apply a red to... There's nothing else in terms of heal. What was it? The Earth one does nothing for heal. Absolutely nothing. And another water would just turn it into summoning the aqua. Firewall, if I put a green with it, it summons 3 firewalls. They don't last as long as 1, but it's spread out, which is great. If I put a blue with it, the firewall is summoned, and it adds paralysis to it, whoever gets hit. Now, actually no, it would add poison to it. Poison paralysis. Tornado, if I were to put a blue with it, it would add poison to whoever gets hit by that tornado. And the poison does 20 damage each tick. Tornado, if I put a red, tornado is more powerful, obviously. Meteor impact, same thing goes with all of that. Green would make 2 meteors come down. Red would just double the damage of the meteor, which is already really strong. And if I were to put a blue in there, the meteor would then cause a status effect, which is paralysis. Can't affect these three at all. But I can put multiple. If I were to have one green, one earth, and 3 greens, that'd be 2, 4, 6. Yeah, that'd be about 6 hammer balls flying around me from one yellow. If I were to do that with this, that'd be about, let's see, 3 per. It's 3 per green gem. So when it comes to blue. So that would be a hell of a lot. That'd be about an extra 9, so 10 total. If I were to have 3 greens and then a blue. That'd be just 10 total water bolts. So, yeah, you can really combo shit. Nothing is done when you add Earth to Icicle Edge or Blitz. Nothing's done because they already pierce. And the Icicle Edge shatters upon impact, so it can't pierce or bounce. Because I've tested it. Ugh. Excuse me. Ugh. But yeah, if you put an Aqua Splash, which is the weakest of all magics, on a neutral enemy, if you put Aqua Splash with 3 fireballs behind it, 3 reds, it does as much damage as a Meteor Impact would deal. Like just one Meteor Impact slamming into a neutral enemy, 1 plus 3 reds behind it would deal the same amount of damage. Seems kind of stupid, but it is really good, because if the enemy is weak to water, you can just wreck their shit, because that would mean it gets ×2. So yeah, you can really destroy things. And if you don't believe me, let's see, where do I get a lot of these gems at? Colosseum. That's not Colosseum. There's a green. Ow. 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 I barely get hurt because I have these shields on. Come on. Come on, give me the gems I'm looking for, damn it. Ah, there's a red. I don't want to waste it right now. Yes, 2. There we go. Alright. Okay. See that? 3 firewalls. Very useful. Ow. Okay, there's that. Now I want to get a blue. Blue, thank you. Ow. Ow. See that? Now he's paralyzed. Ow. Alright. Now, the effects I have built up here are damage increase. This is going in order from red to green. Damage increase, bounce or pierce, and then I have multiply. Now, if I put blue, it'll be bounce, it'll be damage, bounce, and multiply. If I put that yellow over here, it'll become super armor with speed up and damage up. If I put a red, it'll be cluster bomb that pierces. Surprisingly, like it'll hit the enemy, go through them, and then explode.